Good day, everyone. Welcome back to my virtual classroom once again. And for today's video, I'm going to be discussing measures of location. So previously, we have finished the mean, the median, and the mode of group data. And for today's video, we'll be exploring more about the measures of location, specifically the quartiles, the deciles, and the percentiles. Okay, so let us define first what is quartile. Okay, quartile are observation which divides a distribution into four parts. And there are quartiles, namely we have Q sub 1, we have Q sub 2, and Q sub 3. And of course, the decile from the prefix de means observations that divide a distribution into 10 parts. So there are basically 9 deciles, namely d sub 1, d sub 2, d sub 3, d sub 4, d sub 5, up to d sub 9. Okay, and of course, lastly, we have the percentile. Okay, percentile are observations that divide a distribution into 100 parts. So there are 999 percentiles. So from P sub 1, P sub 2, P sub 3, and to P sub 9. Okay, so basically, it obviously all the different measures of location can be reduced to percentile scores. Okay, so is the same as the median is the same as uh, P sub 50. Okay, so median is just the same as P sub 50 or P50, or we divide the distribution into decile 5. Okay, or decile 5 is equal to quartile 2. So quartile means P50 means D sub 5, and this is the median. And we usually we divide the distribution by 2 or by the 50%. Okay, so that is basically the same. So, say for example, you are to find P, basically P25. So that means that is equal to quartile 1. Okay, so there are some cases that you just need to solve for the percentile so that you can solve for quartile. Okay, or P75. Okay, P75 can also be, of course, uh, Q sub 3. Okay, Q sub 3. So, there are some instances that we can reduce. Okay, we can reduce the distribution into this particular percentile. So let's compute for this. Okay, say for example, uh, okay, so the manner of computing the percentile score is similar to that of the median. If you still remember, we have this particular formula the same as the median. Okay, so but we can obviously solve percentile by using also the formula for the median, which L plus P times N minus F sub P minus 1 divided by F times I. And what are the representations of this? L stands for the lower boundary of the percentile class, and usually we reduce zero point 0.5 when we happen to find out the L, or the lower boundary. And your P is the percentage, okay, surpassed by the percentile score. Say for example, P25, so that means that's 0.25. Okay, Fp minus 1 is the cumulative frequency before that of the percentile class. So this is just below the cumulative frequency of the percentile class. We usually highlight, or we have a demarcation line in order to separate the frequency, the cumulative frequency before the percentile class. And of course, we have the Fp or F alone, so the frequency of the percentile class, and we have, of course, your I as the class interval or the class size. So you just have to understand this formula. Okay? So let's try. Say, for example, I have this given uh, frequency distribution table. Okay? So I have 5 to 9 until 35 to 39. So inspect first the table. Okay, what is your interval? So basically, the interval or the class interval is, of course, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 5, or the class width is 5. Okay, so basically your I is 5. So say, for example, you are asked to solve or find, you are asked to find, okay, Q sub 1. Okay, Q1. So Q1 means this also equal to, if you're going to go back again, we can reduce this and we can use the percentile formula to find for Q1. And Q1 is equal to P25. Okay, that's P25 uh, as I've mentioned a while ago. But how are we going to solve for P25? So sabi natin, we have first to get this one, or the Pn, which means your P, since you are looking for percentile 25, that means that is equal to 0.25. Okay? So your Pn now will be equal to 0.25, since Q1 is P25 multiplied by N. N is the frequency, total frequency. So we have the frequency of 40. So when we multiply P25 times 40, that is equal to 10. Okay, that is equal to 10. Now, this will be your passport in order for you to find the percentile class. Okay, how are we going to look for the percentile class? So look at the cumulative frequency. Where does 10 lies? Nasaan ba ang 10? So if we're going to look at the cumulative frequency, you'll see that 10 lies on this particular frequency, 12. So that means in the class interval of 15 to 19. So what we usually do is to put a demarcation line. Okay, these demarcation lines signifies that this is the percentile class. Okay, so you have now your Pn, you have your I, you have your Pn. So next is we have to look for your L. Your L is, the lower boundary is 15. So we usually subtract 0.5. So this becomes now 14.5. Okay, this is now 14.5. And of course, we look for your FP minus 1. This is just below the the percentile class, the cumulative frequency just below. So that means 5 is our FP minus 1, just below. And how about your F? Your F is the frequency of the percentile class. Okay, with this, you are now ready to compute for your Q sub 1, which is also equal to P25. So substitute now the given to the formula. L is 14.5. Okay, plus, so we have already Pn. Your Pn is 10. Okay, minus, of course, your FP minus 1 is 5 divided by 7. Your interval is 5. So by simplifying this now, so 14.5. So we have to simplify first the expression inside the parentheses. So we have 14.5 plus, of course, 10 minus 5 is 5 divided by 7 multiplied by 5. Okay? So, 5 times 5 divided by 7, 25 divided by 7, that is approximately, that is equal to, okay, 14.5 plus, simplifying this, 5 divided by 7 times 5, that is equivalent to, okay, 3.6. Okay, 3.6. So now, your Q1 or P25 is equivalent to, okay, 18.1. So you have now your Q1. Okay? That is how easy we find your Q1. Okay? So the same given. So let us find your, okay, the same given. So let us find, okay, let us find Q3. Okay, so Q3 is also equivalent to, okay, Q3 is equivalent to P75. Okay, Q3 is equal to P75, and we know that P75, of course, is 0.75. So your PN now is equal to 0.75 times 40. Okay? Saan galing ang 40? Of course, the total frequency. That is your N. Okay, 0.75 times 40 is equivalent to what? Your PN is equivalent to what? 0.75 times 40, or 3/4 times 40. So that is equal to 30. Okay. So that's equal to 30. So where is 30? Where is 30 in the cumulative frequency? So from the cumulative frequency, it is very noticeable that it is in this particular cumulative frequency. So lalagyan natin ng demarcation line because 30 is found in this cumulative frequency. So let us find your L. So 30 minus 0.5, that is 29.5. This will be your, of course, the cumulative frequency F, okay, which is P minus 1. So 27. So your F is the frequency of the percentile class. So now, you are ready to substitute for this formula. So P75 or Q3 is equal to, your L is 29.5 plus, of course, we have PN. PN is equal to 30 minus 27 divided by, of course, your 8, the frequency, times, of course, the interval of 5. Okay, the interval of 5. Now, let us simplify this. So we have 29.5 plus 30 minus 27 is 3/8 times 5. Okay, so 3/8 times 5 is equivalent to, okay, round off to the nearest tenths. So we have 1.9. Okay, so adding these two, so we have now P75 or your Q3 is equal to 29.5 plus 1.9 is 31.4. So you are done now with your P75. Okay? So you are done now with P75. Okay? So I hope this is clear. So it's easy. Okay, one last example. What if you are asked to find for P65? Okay, no more quartile or decile. So P65. So it's easy. P65, so just get your PN. PN is, of course, 0.65 times the frequency, which is 40. And 0.65 times 40 is equal to, okay, 20, okay, 26. So that is your PN. Where is the 26? 26 is obviously found in, where is 26? Is it on 18 or on 27? So obviously it's found here. Okay. So this is your percentile class. So your L here is 24.5. This one is your F, P minus 1. This will be your F. Okay. So now you are ready to substitute. P65 is equal to what? L, which is 24.5 plus, of course, your PN, which is 26 minus 18 divided by 9 times the interval of 5. So 24.5 plus, so let us simplify this, 26 minus 18. 26 minus 18 is equivalent to what? 8. So equivalent to 8 over 9. Okay, times 5. So this is now equal to 24.5 plus 8 over 9 times 5 is 4.4. So by adding now, your P65 is equivalent to 28.9. So you have now this as your answer. So if you have questions, say for example, what about D6er? So D or D4 or D4 is equivalent to P40. So compute for P40. What about D3? Oh, decile 3 is equal to P30. So compute for P30. What about D7? Oh, D7 is equivalent to P70. So compute for P70. Okay? So again, say for example, you are given quartile or decile, reduce it to percentile. Okay? Reduce it to percentile, then solve it like you are solving the median. Okay, the median. And this is the formula for the measure of location. Okay? I hope you learned something. So if you find it confusing, you can go back to this particular video and review everything. If you understand this, congratulations. It means that you really took time to understand all about the measures of location. So before I go, may I remind everyone, if you haven't subscribed to this particular video, please subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to this channel for the upcoming mathematics videos. So you can also share this to your friends. So thank you so much for listening and thank you so much for watching. See you next video. Bye.